shadow pick up. Which one? That one?
Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with
Father Oberon.
And me, Banshee. Happy Father's Day, Mr. O.
Thank you, and thank you to everyone who's given me those wishes in the chat room or in their hearts.
Father's Day to all fathers out there. Violet, happy Father's Day to your hubs. And
yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I wish the same. I'm just playing here. You'll have to excuse me, but
hold on.
I know you can be quick on the draw, Mr. O.
Well,
my Urban Crow Oracle has come with an expansion set, believe it or not. And I'm not going to use it today, but just to show you, it's actually adding 20 cards to this deck, which also means they will no longer fit in their box. So the author did provide us with a pouch, which is nice, and a booklet with, well, wherever the booklet is, it's in here with interpretations. Everything fits in there. I just want to show you a couple of the cards. Here's one called Alliance. And what's another good one? Ooh, Trap. Trapped Inside. I like this very interesting Rebirth one too. It's very, very nice. So sometime soon I will be incorporating these and using it with the Crow Oracle. I'm betting the author's intent is to republish this deck in total, possibly with Hay House, who she's working with now, MJ Kuanane. And they'll probably all be in one set. So, you know, with a book that's more booklet, which encompasses them all. Whatever the case may be, it's nice. I don't know about expansion sets for divination tools, though, overall. I'd rather just have a new publication, I think, with the whole. But anyway.
Yes, Mr. O is now wearing shorn locks.
Uh-oh.
Somebody made a comment, I believe. It's me.
So we're going to get started. Hey, you know, it is summer, and just for fun, I have brought out my bingo, I like to call it, divination system. So let's see if it's telling me this is a lucky day for me and I'm going to hit the lottery. Oh my gosh, I just saw a dust bunny fly. Oh, I tried to dust it off. It's been squirreled away. Hey, that one didn't come out. It's not coming out. I guess I'm not destined to win. No.
Did one come out?
No.
So,
it should go in here and come out, but it's not. Let's see.
It's not working, is
it?
Turn it the other way.
Maybe that's it.
it.
Oh, silly. I guess I'm not going to win today, huh? And guess what it says? Okay, I got to hold this up. You want to hold it up to the camera?
Sure. Let's get the camera.
You can look at it and laugh. So about winning today. Next year.
That's right.
Oh well, I try. I do try. Okay, so that's it. You can't get it back in that way. Anyway, you can go.
I know that the fan on the computer is running a little bit. It's not very loud, but maybe you might be hearing that. It's like a fan noise.
Oh. Wonder if it's some of the extra doodads and stuff you guys work on?
More likely it's, something is basically running my processor. I think I can eliminate some of this, so I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do.
Well, while he's doing that, I'll work on our card for the collective today. I brought out my whimsical.
Seems like it might have gotten a little better, so. Yeah.
Garden Dragons. Cute little USA Games deck, or US Games deck.
Yeah, and I may not totally be able to get rid of it easily, but it'll probably diminish that noise.
And actually it's called the Field Guide to Garden Dragons. I'm going to let you pick a cute
It's
little
part of that
dragon.
little glitchy thing I mentioned.
Well, I thought you worked all that out with your son.
No, it's just that I didn't understand certain capabilities here. You know, the processor on our computer really takes a lot of energy when I work certain programs. One of them is the software that runs our streaming. All right. Aw, that's so cute. The peanut butter dragon.
The peanut butter dragon. And you know,
Yum.
I've been eating some natural, local produced peanut butter by Germac, which is a Michigan company, I believe. So good, so good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny, we've got the peanut butter dragon. All right, and here it is. The keyword is companion. I'll just read a little about the dragon itself. It's a smallish garden dragon, rarely grows to more than a few inches tall. With wing tips that resemble a dripping substance, it might be assumed incorrectly that one could get sticky. Like its flying companion, the grape jelly dragon, that is a defense mechanism only. The snout of the adult is sharp, with which the dragon uses to crack open the nuts it prefers. Okay, so mystical meaning behind this peanut butter dragon is this is a reminder to think about what compliments you, who makes you feel richer, better, wiser. If you are single, maybe your jelly is your own sweet self. Or perhaps there is someone catching your eye. Think about the people in your life who really get you. The ones you want to hang out with. They stick with you through thick and thin. Whether they are sweet like jam or fruity like bananas, they are your partners. Companions in life bring us joy on our journey. You know who your tribe is. You know who your people are. This could be talking about, yes, finding that one that you can stick with, through life. But it's also about, the people you surround yourself with, positive people. You want those kind of people to stick around.
Well, I had a boss who every day for all the years I worked with them, they always ate a peanut butter sandwich. No jelly, just peanut butter. And they always said, it's nutritious, it doesn't go bad, and it's cheap. But hopefully at least 2 out of 3 for you today.
Hey, Mama T. Yeah, I've been definitely wanting to switch myself to some more natural kind of butters when I use them.
I think strawberry jelly is my favorite.
All right, so that's the cute little field guide to garden dragons. The artwork is so beautiful. It's by Stanley Morrison, written by Arwen Lynch. All right, going to push that aside here. And on with the program. I've moved things around so if you know who appears, and I don't know where that...
They're both, 2 of them are asleep upstairs.
They had a rough night last night because there were fireworks, citywide fireworks. So they were very close and very loud. And, Sunny and Shadow in particular are the worst scared cats of them all.
Some of our neighbors had a lot of their friends over too to watch them. So there were a lot of people shouting, kids shouting, and that doesn't ever go well with our cats. They're sort of that way. Anyway,
so what are you gonna? I'm not gonna announce my decks because I'll do it as I do use them.
I'm gonna use this, I guess, for Libra's general reading.
Oh yeah, Libra's got a general reading.
And
I do want to announce the Lenormand. So I'll be using the Fairy Tale Lenormand, and there's the heart in that deck. And Mr. O will be using the Dreaming Way Lenormand, and there is the path, or the pathway in that deck. All right. You may go.
All right, so I'm using my Crowley Thoth tarot, not the large one, the more or less regular-sized one. And I mostly don't use it a whole lot on the show. I've been using the Thoth Millennium Tarot for my Thoughts from Thoth Thursdays card reading.
This, by the way, is my favorite crystal ball.
I like grape too. And I like apple. And I like them all. I'll like some marmalades too. Just put it on my toast, please.
Hey, Violet Ann.
Hi, Violet Ann. All right. So, Libra, your first card is the Prince of Wands. It's reversed. The Prince of Wands is the Knight of Wands.
Oh, okay.
Then we have the Hermit upright. And then we have the Two of Swords upright. And although to some degree Crowley's deck has maybe some differentiation of the meanings or attributes, he may go sometimes with more planetary astrological influences. I do like that there are key words on some of the cards, like his Two of Swords says peace at the bottom, and of course that is not a bad way to look at that. Anyway, did you want to go?
Oh,
I was just putting out an aside
so
there.
the question was general again, right? General?
Yes, it was a general reading.
That's what I thought. Okay. Well. You know, a Libra, it may be time to take a step back from things, take a step back from, the routine, and try to sort things out a little bit. Perhaps, too, if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling like things are not moving in a forward direction for yourself, and it's starting to really get under your skin, you're maybe stressing out a bit over it, it's time to find that peace that the Two of Swords speaks about here, but also, really, it talks about moves or decisions. Before you take your next step or move, it's time to go deep. Go deep and really meditate on it. Talk to your guides, hey, throw your cards if you read cards, and really, come up with some inner wisdom on which is the best way to move forward through what is blocking you now.
I like the Hermit and the Two of Swords combining. I sort of get that resonant feeling of what Banshee's talking about, the idea that maybe you're on your own in a way. You have to really go inside here. And I think it's asking you to make a consideration about where you thought you might have been trying to make a movement to. That's that Knight or Prince of Wands reversed. And that, to me, sort of has a feeling like it's talking about, the general parameters of your health and vitality. I get that from the wands and the fire energy too. So it may be that you have some considerations about your health, things like that. I think from a general reading point of view, this is just saying really proceed with care if you're looking into any corollary or complementary health situations, or even if you're thinking about making changes or in direction with some of your health situations, just make sure everything seems to check out. All right, so the Lenormand.
Hey, Kara. The cat is MIA right now. Sorry. Maybe he's sleeping off all the noise from last night that really disturbed them a lot. The fireworks. It was a great fireworks show, though. We have a pretty good one for our small little city.
Yeah, it isn't bad. You're right.
Yeah. So let's ask this. Will Sunny come down? Ooh. Spin again. I guess it's outlook uncertain.
Okay, so the first card is the clouds. Clouds in the coffee. Somebody has a sense of humor.
I love
here.
that. I love that with this dreaming way. That's very cute.
And then the second card, which would influence the first card, is the fish. And it may be cloudy weather of its own sort for the fish, or it's rainy weather.
Well, I feel here that, there might be some confusion or some disappointment or distress about finances at this time. So maybe this decision revolves around finances. That either, if there's been some losses lately or some confusion. I certainly have my own right now I'm not going to get into, but I got a big problem. So, I think here that this may be what this could be involved, some material matter, or about something involving movement again. Like it says here, like that, like this Knight of Wands reversed. If something is blocking you, there is some confusion right now about how to move forward, Libra. So keep that in mind. I mean, I don't know. It could be about a financial matter, like I said, or it could be about something else in your life where you're suffering blocks right now. So use the energy of the Hermit, and this Two of Swords to try to break through. Try to break through. Write things out. Do what you need to do. Do a vision board. Whatever the case may be, try to figure out a way through. You just need some time alone to sort things out, some quiet time.
And I feel that if this is possibly about directions or thoughts about directions with some of your health concerns or your body concerns, things like that, then it may be that there are some material factors to how you may weigh decisions, and it could be a number of things too, like maybe there's somebody who could be a good specialist, but they're very far away, and so it would involve traveling far or costing more, things like that. So this may be saying that a lot of that has to be factored out, and it still is a time really for you to more or less create that. The Hermit is sort of a person who may seem to be fixated, but it really is about the overall good of things. And so when you combine that with that Two of Swords, it's really, best to kind of measure it out. Yep.
Go ahead, grab those.
You're welcome.
That's what we have for you, Libra.
You're so welcome, Libra. Good luck. Thank you.
Apple and Eve. Hey, good to see you.
Hi, Apple.
You are up. Unless I got the list wrong.
No, I think Apple was second.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, a love reading. Okie dokie.
Okay. I'll get my deck.
Yes, it's your deck.
How about one? All right.
Heck, it's not on very tight. So today my minor glitch that I mentioned or experiment is that we went back to using our other software to broadcast. We had been using it up into the fall, and then we just thought we were having too many stuttered frames, and it looked like maybe things had improved a little bit. Mr. Monster came by to help us.
Do you think our processor is working harder though when you use this program over the other? It's a good
It's possible. So, of course, it's once again a good reason. It does seem to be, yeah, I'd say it's likely. You're right. So,
Well, I'm just wondering, it may be just something to deal with.
we see your question if that's what
Oh, yeah,
you
we
mean.
see it. We gotcha. Let me shuffle these a little now. That was somebody's patio doors.
I believe that is correct.
So it is summer here. I expect we'll hear some people outdoors eventually while we're streaming.
Yeah, and I believe you're right. The constant fan noise I'm hearing is probably because this program really does take a little bit
Well,
more
and
juice.
it's also
so
where the mic is situated in relation to
I don't know
that.
that has anything to do with
Well,
it.
it's
Well,
It's right there.
it's going to broadcast the
Yeah,
sound. Of
so
course,
that's why I think. All right. Hopefully everybody can hear us. The mic is turned away from us. It's
Oh, they
pushed
can hear us. I can tell
a
that.
little away
we're
from the
registered.
fan. So let's roll with Apple and Eve here. We got the Knight of Swords reversed, though. Good. Well, this is okay. We've got the Ten of Wands reversed. Mixed bag for sure here, and the Five of Cups is upright. Well, so let's just say, Apple and Eve, there may have been some, some disappointments of late, or at least that you have been dwelling on some disappointments in the romance department. I'm kind of looking at these as a whole here a little bit. And so I feel here right now you're kind of in a quagmire of sorts in that, there have been disappointments that might be affecting your decisions regarding relationships. It's possible maybe you feel you've made some incorrect choices, that things just did not turn out as you hoped they would. And I think here you have to release some of that now. Some of that has to be more of that, maybe, let's just say it, has to be released in order for you to move forward. You have to let go of some of that because I feel like it might be burdening you. It might be too that maybe this is influencing a relationship you're in right now if you are struggling. So if you are struggling, you might be basing it on past disappointments and things that you can't let go of. It's affecting your decision-making process, and you need to let it go.
Well, it would seem this is about your primary relationship, and so, I understand it's probably a sensitive issue, but you did ask. So it seems like maybe things are moving in a different direction now. Maybe there's been a really coming to terms with either the relationship has dissolved some of the emotional bonds, and so maybe there's some aspect of a relationship, or maybe it is being given up entirely. Either way, I could see the Ten of Wands influencing that if there are just certain things that have changed dramatically, it may have shifted the burdens or those obligations there. And of course, that results also too maybe in a sense of healing, that Nine of Swords reverse, that maybe now you can say, well, the air has cleared, even if there's a fundamental change or if there's a big change that really just sort of changes the status quo, I can release a lot of the feelings, sadness or otherwise, that may have been occurring.
I see. Okay. So, and sometimes things never reach a resolution. Sometimes they just don't. Sometimes we just have to resolve to let it go. So I think, let go that need for resolution. But I know, it's just like it feels like there's something that's just still so hanging there. So I feel that, it just, what's happened has happened. The disappointments are gone. You need to just take what's left, of your self-esteem, yourself, your self-worth, your self-value, and move forward. You have a lot to offer something, some other situation, something else. So let it go and recognize that sometimes in time, things do have a way of righting themselves eventually. Don't put a time frame on the resolution. Let it go. Let go of the burden. And that way you'll be more capable of making the wise choices you need to make in the future to move forward with things.
It's funny because the cards sort of, to me, each on their own sort of play back and forth with timing elements. Like this sort of feels like maybe this can be happening now or will be happening soon, this release of the burdens. This sort of feels like
maybe.
we're, I'm just saying it's an impression I have. This sort of feels like this is how it starts now, with the idea that this time has passed and we're still kind of, stuck there in the trauma, as you say. But the Nine of Swords reversed would seem to act more like this will project more into the future. That
the Knight of Swords, yeah.
The Knight of Swords, I'm sorry. That as time moves on, more of the release of the trauma or the sorrows and what's holding you from the original position.
You're going to love this, because I sure do.
All right, so very good. The first one is the ship. Looks like a little dragon ship.
I like that ship. Very nice. It looks kind of like a Chinese dragon.
Yes. And then the stars. Oh, so
Is it the truth?
There's destiny and hope for sure in your path, in your travels. That's the short answer. Hi, Sunny.
There's destiny and hope for sure in moving on. Moving at this time beyond, expectations of resolution, of, whatever is left dangling. Moving forward now. Look at that. That's just a beautiful statement there for, unburdening yourself of the past disappointments and just moving forward. Hope will be restored. Things will fall into place. Hey, that's what we have for you, Apple. Wow, nice reading. Good luck. Well, challenging, yet working through this process will be, bring awesome results.
Right. Rome wasn't built in a day, and nor was it unbuilt in a day.
All right. Can you hand my cards? Sunny's here now, making it a little tricky. Well, look who's arrived. Okay. So we are on a cell, I believe, right? Yeah, it's very cool. I like the fairy tale deck. It's a nice one. I like the one that he is using, too, the Dreaming Way, for different reasons. I'm looking for this other deck I have that's kind of nice and colorful for summer, but I can't get my hands on it. So, got to dig deeper in my stuff here. Oh, my. Stuff galore.
All right. So, who is up indeed?
So I put that out here. Who is up for what? Huh? What?
You're welcome, Apple.
I think it's a cell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, love you too. Absolutely, Apple.
Take
care.
Love you.
You ever need to talk, you know where to find us.
Hi, Marcia.
Wonder why I can't find that. Maybe because I didn't want to bring it out yet. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Marcia. Get you on there. Okay, so a cell. Paging a cell.
Too much, Kate. Too much.
Lots of stuff. Lots more. I want more, but, I want to get that spinning wheel I retweeted. I really want it. He knows I want it. He's scared.
Well, I kind of like it myself. I have to admit, it's
It
very,
would be a
very
real
cool.
awesome addition. By, again, another person who really has a lot of talent out there, Chaz Bogan. He has a lot of talent. He's aligned with a lot of the other Llewellyn authors, and I don't know.
Violet says, don't forget to remove Violet Ann from your list.
Oh,
She's left
okay.
us. She
Thank
mentioned
you.
she was going to abandon the list for dinner time.
Okay.
Hey, save some for me.
Go there.
Okay, so we're still waiting on a cell, right?
Yes, I'm giving a cell a few more minutes in a cell. I know we've had this conversation before. I just wish you could hang around, especially when you're so near the top of a list. Anyway.
Well, who's the next person? We might as well prep
All right.
them.
Well,
It's Angel Mary.
Let's move on to Angel Mary and a cell. You will be after Angel Mary if you get here. We'll just try to fit you in.
Okay, Angel Mary. We're going to do that rigmarole thing there, so sorry to drive
sorry
you crazy.
about that, but I
Violet.
think we got to. I just, I'm going to keep it moving.
Yes, I'm just going to keep shuffling away here. Will you meet your future spouse this year? Okay.
Okay, good
How do you want to do that?
question. Let's do 3 cards, see what it looks like.
All right.
Right.
Thank you, Angel.
Little Sonny. You're out of camera view now. Well, I made enough space where he can come in here. I just wanted to move my computer in a different spot and see how it would work. Oh, look, his tail.
It looks like an octopus tentacle with fur.
So that'll let you know Sonny is in the house.
Well, we can always...
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's
Nope,
left. I was
he's
just
gone.
going to turn it to him, but he left.
Probably going to that
All right,
food
thanks,
dish.
Violet.
Yep. All right. I guess I can
And
do it
I'm
here.
using the Uncommon Tarot.
Can you reach him?
Yes, I can.
Stop it, he says. I should move this. Okay.
Indeed.
I know.
Okay, will you meet your future spouse this year? So the first card is the Two of Swords.
2 swords upright.
It's upright.
All right.
I like that one. And then there's a reversed Eight of Wands. And then we come to the upright King of Coins. I love the deck's pictures. They're a little bit old art style or quality, maybe. I don't know.
Well, as far as this year goes, maybe, but also maybe not. I could look at this 2 ways, Angel Mary. And so first, I'm going to read it one way in that, you know, maybe this is a call to slow down a little bit here, the 8 of Wands, and take your time with this, you know, with meeting people, doing things. There might be some other things that will be weighing on you this year. That's one thing I want to say, and they could be financial. But let's talk about the other way. I do feel here it's possible you could meet somebody this year who is maybe kind of earthy, could be doing very well financially. That's the king, right?
Yes.
Yeah, could be doing very well financially, somebody big. But, you know, the 8 of Wands is reversed here. So again, I would say this is a sign to not move too fast with this, you know. Don't let it burn too brightly too fast. Take your time and really get to know this person first.
I'm feeling these possibility vibes about the cards, maybe in the same way that Banshee has, that maybe there is this idea. And then to me, that reversed Eight of Wands along with the Two of Swords maybe suggests that the person, if they're not necessarily older, they just sort of have a more settled attitude, and so maybe they're the one that wants to move slower or with some sort of more measured pace. It's also possible too that they still are judging or weighing issues in their lives. That's that Two of Swords, the balance idea. They could be moving from situations, but I sort of feel that there is an idea here. You could meet this person, and like I said, maybe it just will sort of be more of a longer involvement leading to something more of a committed relationship or any kind of relationship.
Right. So so the thing I'm thinking here is maybe you are going to meet this person this year, but it might be a good idea, that you're not going to marry this person this year. You will meet and you did ask if you will meet them. So you'll meet them, but it might be a process that this will work through. I would caution one thing when I see that 8 of Wands reversed here, and I might have tuned out a little bit because I was looking at the chat here with what you said, but the possibility exists here that this could just maybe be a relationship that happens, but it ends before anything really deeper develops, because this 8 of Wands being reversed, it kind of burns itself out.
Okay, I could kind of see that.
Yeah.
So anyways, I have pulled the Lenormand, and as luck has it, the first card is the Man, and a lot of times that card could be the signifier of a person in a relationship or a hopeful relationship. And then, of course, the second card is the Mountain. So maybe this is saying that really there will be some obstacles or some path that will be a little bit more of a struggle or harder for you than you might want towards a relationship. If it's not that one, it may be the idea of trying to find your spouse, and that maybe it could be saying to you, you have to really consider a different strategy, or maybe it's like what Banshee was saying in the beginning, that maybe some of this is about not having that expectation that it has to be quick or it has to happen sooner.
So I feel two things here. I feel that possibly Angel Mary, this person has a lot of... Oh, wait, are we reading Angel Mary, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Angel Mary, come here, son. Angel Mary, that this person may have a lot of obstacles and challenges in their own life right now, which is another reason why things might be moving a little bit slower or need to. Or there may just be some obstacles or stumbling blocks in connecting with this person. So I suspect it might happen later in the year, if it's going to happen this year that you meet them. And like I said, I suspect this is going to be a slow growth thing.
Well, the idea of the Two of Swords almost reminds me of what you're saying here, that maybe this is a person who has to kind of meter out some parts of their life,
Possible.
And I guess we'll take a sell.
Yes, Estelle, you can go ahead.
So go ahead and write your question. Don't disappear again.
And I noticed that Sally joined us. Welcome, Sally, if you're staying. And happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's too late in our show to do this, but just to let you know that we do a free longer birthday spread for people around their birthdays. If you come earlier to either next Sunday's show or Thursday's show, Mr. O's going to put up the schedule there. We'd be happy to do that reading for you. It's called the Birthday Gift Spread, and it's kind of a yearly forecast as to what the gifts of the year ahead and maybe a little bit from the past too have to offer you. So keep that in mind, but we'll be happy to answer your question today in the list order. That's just for your information. All right.
Hello, Sunny. Did you come to help me with my screen configurations?
Or mess them up? All right, so do we have a sales question? We'll move to a different city this year.
Will you move to a different city? Okay.
All right, I'm going to use my Mystic Gnome Tarot.
Thanks, Violet.
This beautiful little gnome deck.
So we have 9 viewing.
Awesome.
See the little viewer indicator I put up?
Oh. Wow. Thank you, Mr. O.
Well, it's one of the things about using this software that allows me to see that or to do a couple of little bells and whistles. But there's a persistent fan humming there that normally doesn't happen with the other software because it just apparently isn't using up that much energy.
Well, we'll figure it out. Like I said, I think we could find a different way to place the mic in the future that will help out. That won't be quite as obnoxious.
I know, but I think the idea of that fan humming so much too over processing is a concern to me too.
Well, it should be. I agree.
So I'd rather not use that software if I can't eliminate that.
Well,
I'd rather go
then
back to
maybe
the other
some
software.
other bells and whistles just need to go. Oh, we went down to 7, for example. See?
See. Yes, that's right. That's right. Mwah.
We love doing the special birthday reading. That's something we actually offer on our website for sale. But for people who come to the shows and it's their birthday, we like to do that. It's just that Sundays are very busy for us, so we're just going
just
right
ask
down
that
our
you come
list.
early,
Yeah.
hopefully by the time we start.
And just announce it. I like my birthday reading, and you got it. So,
All right, so this is Estelle moving to another city, or this year. How was that?
I think it's another city. And the stain will never move. I don't ask. Or look it up yourself.
Lame-o. Will I move to a different city this year?
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
All right. Hey, well, we've got the 4 of Cups. You're definitely thinking about it. The 4 of Cups is upright. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is reversed. Ooh, and we have Temperance reversed. Wow. Well, let's see here, Estelle. It looks like a holding pattern of some sort. I will say that you're really contemplating this a lot. This has been really on your mind. I see that here with the 4 of Cups upright. This is an opportunity you really are giving a lot of thought to. If you overthink it, it may not happen, but you have a lot to consider here. Are you ready financially for this? Are you really prepared as much as you need to be? Are you doing all the legwork involved to make this happen? What are you putting in place to make this a reality? Temperance is saying too that, are you sure everything is in balance and in your life right now? Is this the appropriate time for you to make this move? I think we could do a yes/no quick follow-up on this, but I'm leaning towards you might be giving this more thought, or it just might not happen this year because maybe the places that you want to move for, you either need to prepare more financially for, or you just are not finding exactly what is right for you.
That's exactly what I'm getting. I do believe that there's a bit you're contemplating, but you're not finding it convenient in terms of financial. It could be that, you have different expectations of that, or, it just really is beyond your means or not worth the price. It's just not worth the price. I think this is really resolving you to sort of just, don't get very excited. I mean, unless there is a big emergency going on, but that, you might have to just really feel your way into it, take a little bit more time, try to balance the situation. I think that's Temperance reverse is saying, this is something that maybe will take longer than you want, and you're going to have a little more patience.
So is this within 6 months? Is that right? Was that what it said? Or am I crazy?
I don't remember that they said. I thought they said this year, which would be about 6 months.
This year. Yeah, that would be. All right. So let me just see here. I'm leaning towards it might take a little bit longer than this year for you to make this move.
Talking to Apple.
Oh, okay.
It does seem like it's a little better. It's not humming as much. But our son ran some diagnostic thing on it yesterday and said that it does consume a big chunk of processing energy when we're running this program. All right, what do you got there?
The snake. And that wonderful ship again. And you know, the ship is about travel or change and transport and movement. I feel here this could also, you know, on some level, you know, be about a physical move. So I think, well, you know, I do think there's complications here. You got to be careful that you don't move so quickly that, you know, you allow yourself to get, you know, sign a lease or a contract or something that is not in your best interests. So you got to be very, very careful here. Even like this Queen of Pentacles, you can't go about this, you know, willy-nilly. You have to have a plan, and you have to read the fine print on documents and stuff to make sure, you know, you're aware of all the ramifications of where you're moving to first. And secondly, I'm thinking to myself too, is that you might be deceiving yourself in thinking that, you know, you can do this within the time frame of 6 months. It just may not be doable on certain practical levels, economically or otherwise.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting to. I couldn't add a whole lot more to that. This is also have these business ideas with that?
Yeah, well,
a little bit, or at least
I feel it's deception.